We are going into our next match, ladies and gentlemen. Map 3 of our show match. It's Bonyth in the bottom right of our Overwatch port, Demilune. He is our eggshell blue Protoss, and Sziky in the top left is our blood Zerg. So we'll see which one of these players will take it. Sziky favored in theory. We'll go ahead and get the Gamba up on Twitch. We'll see what ends up happening.
Shamba's been waiting for it. Shamba's been waiting for this day.
Of course, of course. I like how 92% voted Sziky in that last game. So you got an 8% gain, I suppose. I'm not really sure about that one.
I mean, they weren't wrong. And honestly, like, I'm kind of just waiting for Bonyth to die here, man. I don't know what he's going to be able to pull off. Look, he loves Star Sovereign. Maybe if he can, like, turtle on 2 base for Star Sovereign, Sziky won't know how to deal with that, because I feel like Sziky does not like taking up. Even though with how much Cosmonarchy he's played, I feel like he really has no excuse for still in CT2. I kind of hope that Bonyth just has, like, Arbors in his chat or something, just saying, like, make Zealot Ecclesiast or something. Because that can always work. Always an option.
I appreciated that Arbus just apropos of nothing. Like, before Bonyth even loaded into the game, he just wrote, "Poor Bonyth."
Yeah, that's how it's going to go down, man. Look, we have Double Gate coming up. It's still the stable way to play against Zerg, but I mean, if he stops at 2, I'm calling it here. If he doesn't make more than 2 gates before his Nexus, I don't think he's going to win this game. Unless it was Unity starts with, right? Because Sziky, like I keep saying, he loves to get these Quas units a bit faster. Okay, that'll do okay, but it's a little bit delayed. These Zeph are going to come pretty fast, but of course you can just micro your workers back. It's probably going to be okay. I'm just sweating already.
The first couple of units hatch for Sziky. Neblon calls it. It's already over. I do think that the Hierophant will be out in time to get some heckles. Also, it depends on... Okay, he's following it up with a Zealot. I like experimenting with Zealots when you just saw Sziky make the pool unit. So, for those who don't know, just similar kind of in a way, like Gateway units do typically beat, like, regular Gateway units beat just Zerglings in Starcraft 1. It's when the Hydras come out that you start needing Storm. Obviously, Cracklings can make that a little bit of a different value prop, but in the early game, that's widely true. You compare that to Cosmonarchy, and Gateway units crush pool units, even though you get access to more units from the pool. The fact that you have the Hierophant is one thing, but the Zealots have so much armor. The Ecclesiasts are a support unit that we actually see Bonyth making right about now, and they annihilate Zethra-Cores, and they keep the shields up for the Zealots. While the shields are up on Zealots, they get 1 extra armor. So okay, we actually, he ends up finding it there. We actually have 3 armor on the Zealot, but normally it's 2. It's only 2 when the shields are broken. And the Ecclesiasts restore shields around the target that they attack to allies. So if the Zealot's in front attacking, and the Ecclesiast is attacking something similar that's nearby, that Zealot's getting shields back and getting extra armor. So
hey, check out that Ecclesiast portrait. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, yeah. You like that? That's a custom portrait made specifically for Cosmonarchy by Solstice. He also helped a lot with the model. And Balathal helps out with the Hierophant. We can shout out our contributors here. Solstice is also responsible for the Quasilisk model, and that is coming.
We're going to see these Ecclesiasts in action, but he does not have enough. Look, as bad as Quas units are, they are very cheap, and we're seeing that in practice because he has a billion of them, and I think Bonyth needs to rethink what he's doing here and get the hell out.
Oh, yeah, this is scary.
If he realizes... Okay, he can run across that bridge at least. The Hierophant does slow when it attacks, but can only hit 1 at a time. If he hits the lead unit, sometimes do something, but yeah, the Zephs do a lot of damage there. Even with that armor and shield regen we're talking about, they do just still have the DPS. So
he's got 2 more Ecclesiasts coming. That Zealot's dead.
But the Zealot...
Yeah, it's actually not. It's loose. It had started regenerating shields by itself because it was ignored. A little bit of a flub there as he tries to go after the Ecclesiast. Sziky knows the value of Zealot Ecclesiast versus Zerg. He's lost to this in the show match. It was Brainstorm, our port of Blue Storm, where the final game, it was just a 3 or 4 gate all in from Oya that beat him with a Zealot Ecclesiast combo. And so now we actually have him trying to hold. He's going to put down an emergency static defense structure, but his Hydra then is done. This is the key thing. Now we're going to see Hydras, and those have a lot better performance versus this. They've got more range to engage the Ecclesiasts, and they are able to churn through Zealots a lot easier, courtesy of the fact that they do more damage.
Yeah, I think Bonyth needs to be careful not to overplay his hand here, though. With no Zealots in front, this stuff can fall very quickly. He can run away, though, with the Ecclesiast speed boost, so that's something. But yeah, I think he needs to just go home. He's still getting some kills, but like it's not like actual value. These are like Zephs that are dying, and they're so cheap. Like you were saying before, Quas units are like really bad. They kind of just exist to make you feel better because you feel like you're killing a lot of stuff, but now the Hydra count's going to build up. Well, he's getting a few more Quas. So I guess it wasn't pointless, and I guess the Ecclesiast will be decreasing in value rapidly. So I guess I don't hate this. But he just needs to be careful. If he loses this army, he's in big trouble. Now, it's a Grand Library coming up. I do quite like that, although I don't like the fact he built it in the natural. But
Neblime, I never change. It's true, though.
Look, man,
it's a
why would you
possibility.
build it here? It is not the spot you want.
Well, think about it. In StarCraft 1, you put an extra gateway in your natural just so you can easily make a gateway with your wall gate, or your you can make an Archon with 2 High Templars out of your wall gate and your back natural one. So that's what it is.
But are we playing StarCraft 1?
No, and Bonyth is actually in a lot of trouble right now, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So we're about to see him die. What's he making? An Amaranth? That'll be pretty decent, but as the Hydra count increases, it won't do it on its own. I think a Kentavus would be okay here. Uh-oh, he's on the wrong side of the bridge. Okay, he does pull back. He does need to buy some time here. Really missing a Dracodon or 3 is what he needs to sort of delay this, but he does not have it. The Ecclesia is going to be less and less effective against this amount of Hydras. Interesting that no Zork is being built here. Like I was saying, Sziky really does pretend he's playing Brood War against Protoss, and he just makes like pure Hydra. There's Zero Cores coming in here, though. That's going to be a bit more interesting. Definitely good against the Zealot Ecclesias just to spread that damage around. Although, with the Amaranth here, I don't know. This does look like a pretty menacing force from Bonyth.
I don't think Sziky can bust. The 2 Matrixes and the Amaranths, they are absolutely going to fill up with shields all the time. We'll keep the front line selected here for Bonyth, and you can see just how long those Zealots and Amaranths are lasting. The Amaranths actually have shield steal, so that's one thing, but the Matrixes have the same passive as the Ecclesiast, so you will end up getting so much shield sustain off of that, and Sziky is routed.
Is it
Bad
or is it
attack.
better?
Well, it is
It's
better
better,
because
isn't
it pops off of the Matrix itself, and it's a unit that attacks faster. So better of application, but for the sake of that particular fight, yeah, every time you saw that Matrix fight, every time you heard that Matrix shoot the shot, it was 1,000% giving you some shield regeneration. Very good.
Yeah, very, very strong defense here from Bonyth. And again, Bonyth always seems to know more than I think. He's getting that prostration stage. He seems to know what it's about. Now, I don't really believe he's going to be able to take on this natural right now. I don't know. It does look pretty tough.
This looks possible. He needs those Amaranths on the front lines, and the Ecclesias have to try to sustain. The Focus Fire needs to come out of here from Sziky. The Drolet's adding a little bit of tank, but I don't, honestly, it looks like Bonyth is about to make it happen. The one Sorkith on the high ground is helping out. Remember, you get that extra weapon range when you're up on the cliff, but these ones on the bottom are not going to be able to pop. He can go after the workers now. The Ecclesias goes down. That lets the melee units move faster.
That Hierophant, a hero, has almost 700 damage. Oh, he's busting down those Drolef as well. Okay, he's going to lose the last of the front line, though. Looks like he will be repelled, unfortunately. He was so close to busting here. But yeah, without any front line, the Hydras will handle this. Hierophant, no!
Oh, just barely stays alive. 12, by the way, HP. And Bonyth behind that was not macroing the best out of his art. He only has 2 gateways anyway. His prostration stage idle right now. If there was a pariah waiting at home, I would say he could follow it up brilliantly. But now we've got the Lurker equivalent. The Lakizalisk is out for Sziky. Not quite in force, but still a possibility. And look at this. Vornath Pond coming for him.
Bonyth has no fear. I can't believe he's moving across again. Of course, these Zephs won't do much. He doesn't have any defenses in the main, I noticed, though. So if there's a run by, he could lose that prostration stage. Could be huge. Or this third.
3 o'clock is going to have to be canceled, I think. He doesn't have any units in position.
I thought he was going to turn around. Okay, now he's going to kill that. Goodbye.
He'll try to pocket the Scribe and really drain the time of the Nexus there. But I do think the Zets are going to see it. Now, he tries to dive forward, sees the Lakis spines come out. At that point, so I don't know if Bonyth knows, you can reveal burrowed units by standing on them, but it's hard to tell exactly how many burrowed units are there, how many Lakis are in a given fight at any given time. You can see the Zealot and the Amaranth dancing around, trying to play off of each other. And look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's trying to fight me one-on-one like a real man. Yeah, spoiler, the Zerg are not real men. They do not have the ability to. Bonyth has a lot of money in the tank. Is he waiting for a... oh, no, good. He just spent it down. Nexus, 4 Dracodons, Pariah. So I was going to say, is he waiting for a monument on 2 base? But that would not work.
I want to see it, man. I want to see it. Look, even if he knew he could reveal those killers, by the way, that K-Grid placement was extremely pivotal because it really blocks moving in there. Definitely with his Ecclesiast, once you get on top of his list, because they fire in all different directions, don't focus, you can definitely out-sustain them. But as is, he's definitely not able to bust right now. The Pariah, though, now that's a unit that can handle his list because it just has so much health individually, the splash damage doesn't bother it as much. Bunch of Vorvs out. I've seen Sziky do this before. I don't think he realizes that Vorvs have pretty poor DPS on their own, and you need to back them up with Zest, because now this kind of feels like a waste. If these rule Zefts, they can at least have taken out the static defense, but as Vorvs, I feel like they can't really make much happen. They're even struggling to do anything about that Amaranth. I think he's going to preserve them at least.
Yeah.
And they'll be good in a big fight.
They're also better scouts. They have faster movement speed than the Zethar, so 12 o'clock going to come up here pretty soon for Sziky. Sent out a worker. He's also been making Bactyls. I'm not a fan of, the general tenor of his composition. I feel like it doesn't excel at any one thing. He doesn't have a boatload of Lakes. He hasn't gotten to any of the Apex strains where you double evolve your tier 1 tech nodes. I actually think Bonyth's army crushes, especially since he has a Witness, and there's no counter detection for Sziky. He cannot use the Bactylisks to range down the Witness, so that's a big problem for him.
If he attacks across this bridge, maybe not, though.
Yeah, it'll be a challenge. Let's see if he can do it. I think he'll probably be kind of shooed away a little bit just by the sheer volume of Zerg units there. He has sent a couple units out towards 12 o'clock to heckle that base, so Sziky under a little bit of pressure here. 7 Hydras in production.
Well, a few units trying to run by the natural, but no dice there. Though it's good that Sziky's keeping very active.
Oh my god,
with these Fs here.
There's an engram at the 3 o'clock. He'll finally clear the Zealot that was heckling 12, so that might trigger a Bonyth to move across, and look at that, he will!
He knows.
He knows he can stand on them. The Witness was not in position. That's it. Smites the Lake immediately. And now, if Bonyth just goes after the army, I think Sziky is dead.
In front.
Yeah, they were retreating.
Oh, dude, I think Bonyth's done it. I think he's going to win, dude. I don't think Sziky can hold. All his units getting torn apart by his pariahs. The attack speed boost coming in. That Hierophant from the start of the game is still alive. It has 7 kills.
God. Almost 1,000 damage dealt. When's the last time you saw a Hierophant play like that, man? Bonyth, he wipes the main army. It looks like he's going to play the conservative style and just kill 12 o'clock for real, and then see if he can't just clean the army up after the fact. He looked like he could have busted, but he wants to play the percentages.
Look, man, I would have thought he would know. He made the prize. He knows how good they are, but he doesn't trust them to take out the Hydra. He's focusing the hatch, which is a mistake here.
That's a mistake, yeah. He needs to actually deal with it, and I feel like he's hemorrhaged a few too many units. The Pariah being focused down now. Let's see. The other one's much more healthy, and he will kill the hatch.
Man, it doesn't matter. Look back at his natural, how much stuff he has. I don't think it matters even if his whole army got wiped. And he's like, oh, right, I've got all these guys. Let me bring them.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely true what you said, that Sziky sort of split his attention. One good way to deal with Pariahs, if you just have like obscene amounts of the Kizilist, like 10. Pariahs can't really do much, but he invested in Bactyls as well. And, you know, we saw when he was across that bridge, the Bactyls do hit hard. They did good damage. But with a little bit of everything, especially once they got split into like the Kizilist over here, the Bactyls over there, and the Bactyls being out of position in the front of the army, the Pariahs easily tear anything up. That's the thing about Pariahs. They're not that great against like any particular unit, except maybe Zephyr Cores, but anything that is not like well positioned or supported, they will just eat for breakfast.
Looks like 9 o'clock is going to be where Sziky stakes his claim, but Bonyth isn't going to let him do it for free, and a Monument of Sin has started back in the main base. 12 o'clock spotted by the Witness.
Yeah. That's why he didn't attack. He's waiting for this.
Well, the Drolith actually cancels and moves away. Bonyth not securing it. He's making an envoy. I wonder what he intends to drop. I don't think we've seen the classic move. The Pariah drop has never really been done in Cosmonarchy history. Yes, your deeds will never be remembered, Nebline. But we'll see. We'll see if that's what he wants to do, because I don't see anything else that would be a good candidate. Random Draken getting overwhelmed by Hydra and backed. He's going to take top right. Bonyth it has let a bunch of Vorbs slip the net, but 6 o'clock is not where they are going to go, and their reinforcements are here at the natural. So this is going to be a stab in from Bonyth. I don't think we'll see the Monument of Sin take place here, but it's nice to know he's got a little bit of a tech push. Bonyth is so far ahead right now. Forget about the worker count, which he leads by 12. This is domination right about now.
Yeah, easily having his economy with that third base up as well. Just crushing these tier 1 Zerg units. I mean, sort of as predicted, Sziky didn't really tech up much. Yeah. No Ultra Cores being made this time. And yeah, he's just decimating anything that's here. I mean, the Stride is pretty terrible against those Cores units, but I mean, it doesn't matter. There's enough of them. And they've got that attack speed boost.
GG, look at that. Bonyth takes the first game, takes his first dub, and the first one versus Sziky. Surely he's feeling pretty good right now. Surely after something like that, he's like, yeah, all right, I got this. You know what I mean? Like, wild scenes right about now.
I think there's many a child's college fund just got lost in the Gamba.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Twitch predictions here. Actually, it was 50-50. Well, 49-51. So Bonyth takes it, sweeping that, and he will rematch versus Ultra.
I guess people out there know stuff I don't.
Yeah, I mean, and Bonyth is apparently one of them, so let's see.
Well, Bonyth is a BSL champion, I suppose, so it's not that surprising. I'm just amazed that Zyky's experience didn't translate here, you know? But I did predict that he would just be making Hydras, and it did not work out well. Pariah's not bad against Hydras at all, as long as they get that engagement, which they did manage to, especially that move across the bridge. That was a decisive moment for sure.